Namo Adita Pha. Thank you for joining me for a daily practice check-in. Listen, listen, listen. This beautiful sound calls us back to our true home. The fourth mindfulness training. Aware of the suffering caused by unmindful speech and the inability to listen to others, I vow to cultivate loving speech and deep listening in order to bring joy and happiness to others and to relieve others of their suffering. Knowing that words can create happiness or suffering, I'm determined to speak truthfully with words that inspire self-confidence, joy, and hope. I will not spread news I do not know to be certain, and will not criticize or condemn things of which I am not sure. I will refrain from uttering words that can cause division or discord, or that can cause the family or the community to break. I'm determined to make all efforts to reconcile and resolve all conflicts, however small. For our Dharma lessons, we've been reading Ajahn Chah's book, Everything is Teaching Us, and we're continuing in a talk on the Dharma Goes Westward. In the past, when I first established Wat Pah and people started coming to see me, some disciples said, "Lungpo is always socializing with people. This isn't a proper place to stay anymore." But it wasn't that I had gone in search of people. We established a monastery, and people were coming to pay respects to our way of life. Well, I couldn't deny what they were saying, but actually I was gaining a lot of wisdom and coming to know a lot of things. But the disciples had no idea. They could only look at me and think my practice was degenerating. So many people were coming, so much disturbance. I didn't have any way to convince them otherwise. But as time passed, I overcame the various obstacles, and I finally came to believe that real tranquility is born of correct view. If we don't have right view, then it doesn't matter where we stay. We won't be at peace, and wisdom won't arise. People are trying to practice here in the West. I'm not criticizing anyone, but from what I can see, sila, morality, is not very well developed. Well, this is a convention. You can start by practicing samadhi first. It's like walking along and coming across a long piece of wood. One person can take hold of it at one end, another person can pick it up at the other end. But it's the same one piece of wood, and taking hold of either end, you can move it. When there is some calm from samadhi practice, then the mind can see things clearly and gain wisdom and see the harm in certain types of behavior, and the person will have restraint and caution. You can move the log from either end, but the main point is to have firm determination in your practice. If you start with sila, this restraint will bring calm. That is samadhi, and it becomes a cause for wisdom. When there is wisdom, it helps develop samadhi further. And samadhi keeps refining sila. They are actually synonymous, developing together. In the end, the final result is that they are one and the same. They are inseparable. May all beings be well. May all beings be happy. May all beings be at peace. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Thank you so much for joining me.